Hey guys, it's Elisa, and today I have a book haul! I know, I haven't had one in forever! So, yeah, let's get right to it. So, what I'm going to go ahead and show you first are some ebooks that I purchased, because like I said, I was going to go ahead and buy those no matter what. So, I bought a couple. I think I bought like 5. The first book that I went ahead and bought was a Blood Seduction by Pamela. This is the first book in the Vamp City series. Actually, I didn't really pay for it. It was with Nook. Every Friday they have a free book, ebook to give away, or not give away, but a free book every Friday. Free book Fridays, I think is what it's called. So this book was for free because book 2 is out or was coming out or something like that. But I'm a sucker for paranormal romances, so it is about vampires. It is basically in the story, a world of eternal night is ending, so that they make like a vampire haven called Vamp City. There's one woman who has like this awesome supernatural power who's supposed to save everybody. So, so yeah, there's supposed to be like the books and the lead's perspective is a girl. So yeah, so the girl has the superpower, the boy, there's always a sexy boy with paranormal romance if you guys have ever read it. So, who's gonna help her? So, yeah. Next book that I went ahead and purchased was Forever Too Far by Abbi Glines. This is the 3rd book in the Too Far series, or the Too Far trilogy, and I have already read it, loved it. So, yes. Next book that I went and purchased was One Tiny Lie by K.A. Tucker. This is the 2nd book in the Ten Tiny Breaths series. This follows Livy and her adventures in college. I have also already read this book because I really wanted to read these 2 new adult books and love them. They are part of my June wrap-up. Next book that I went and purchased was Vampires, Scones, and Edmund Herondale by Cassandra Clare. This is part of the Magnus Bane Chronicles, or the Bane Chronicles, and I still have not read any of them yet. I am purchasing them. I'm waiting for them to be all together to read them, or the majority of them, or maybe as we get closer to the release of City of Bones and I want to throw myself into the Mortal Instrument series world or the Shadowhunter world, all of that. I'll probably get into them in the month of August if I do that. There was another book that I purchased, and I feel kind of dumb for buying it. So yeah, I had purchased this other book, like super excited about it. Like the synopsis of it had really intrigued me, so I really wanted to buy it. It was supposed to be a new adult book, but then it came out being that it was a book that was plagiarized with Tamara Weber's book Easy and Jamie Maguire's Beautiful Disaster, and those are 2 of my favorite new adult books. And yeah, I didn't know until afterwards, and I honestly did not find out until maybe a couple hours ago when I was getting ready to do this book haul, so I'm kind of upset about that, and that's my own fault. I should have waited to buy it, but I'm not going to show it to you guys, so yeah. On to some books that I purchased. Like I mentioned, I was going on a book buying limit. I really brought down the amount of books that am purchasing. That is the reason why you guys are getting the giveaways and stuff like that. But yes, I did have pre-orders and I did cheat. I'm not gonna lie. I did cheat. I did buy 2 books. But it's okay. It's just 2 books that I cheated on. Like I'm not supposed to buy. The whole rule for myself was I had to read 10 physical books before I could buy myself 1 book, since I went ahead and bought 2 books. I need to read like, I don't know. I think I only read 4 physical books. Like the rest of them have all been ebooks out of the ones that I've read so far. So I've read 10 books in the month of June, 4 of them only being physical books, and I've read 5 books so far in the month of July that have been ebooks as well. So, yeah. Anyways, Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the books that I pre-ordered a while back that I got in June, and then I'll show you my little indiscretion. So the first book that I went and got was Darkness Unmasked by Keri Arthur. This is I want to say it's the 5th book, but I could be wrong. This is part of the Dark Angels series. This is a spinoff from the Riley Jensen series. I've mentioned one of the books in my Books That Make Me Cry video. It's a spinoff. Love this world. I've only read book 1 and 2, maybe 3. Let's find out. Okay, so yes, I've read book 1 and 2, which were Darkness Unbound and Darkness Rising. And I really love this series. I've been holding off on reading this is the 5th one, book 3, 4, and 5, just because I was waiting for 5. So now that 5's out, I will read 3, 4, and 5, and then the 6th one I think comes out in November. So we'll see. I might end up waiting until November. I always kind of push it out, but yeah, love it. It follows. It's a supernatural romance kind of book. Risa's half werewolf, half Adai. It's spelled Aedh. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's basically a very, very, very old Egyptian kind of supernatural person. They're kind of like reapers, or they can see the dead, something like that. It's very interesting. Like I said, I love Keri Arthur. I love the Riley Jensen series, and they kind of make cameos. A lot of people in those characters, like, once in a while. Well, they did in book 1 and book 2. Of course, in some reviews I've seen, it does show that they come out, but yes. So the next book that I went ahead and pre-ordered was Inbetween by Tara Fuller. To be honest, the only reason why I bought this book because it was on sale like for $3 or something like that on Amazon. I don't know what it's about, to tell you the truth. Let me check the back. Hold on. Okay, so it's about Reapers. There is Emma, who survives a car accident, who, after the accident, doesn't really live. She lives, like, I guess, on the fringes of just taking pictures and stuff like that, but not very interacting with anybody. She ends up falling for a boy named Finn. Finn is a Reaper. Doesn't know why he's falling in love with Emma when she's been written on his books not once, but twice to take her life, and he refuses to do it a second time, even if he has to give up his soul. Is basically what the back of the book says. Since I bought the first one, I went ahead and decided to buy the second one. To be honest with you, and that one wasn't coming out until June. That is why it took a while to get them. So, the second book in the series is called Blurred by, of course, Tara Fuller. I like this cover. That's why I didn't have any, like, qualms with getting the second one, because I really like the cover. This one follows Cash and Anya. They come out, if I'm not mistaken, Anya comes out in the first book. I might be wrong. It's just somebody's review that I read might have told me that. I have no idea. But I know that Anya's a Reaper, so that's why I think Anya and Finn are friends. But, yes. That's the second one. They're like small books. They're like 300 and something pages. But I haven't really read any really good Reaper books, I think. No, I haven't. I mean, I like the whole Reaper stuff in Rachel Vincent's world for the Soul Screamers, but not something that's kind of solo or anything like that. So, yeah. The next book that I bought that I was, like, super excited about is Gameboard of the Gods by Richelle Mead. I love this cover. This is her new series, adult, if I'm not mistaken, but it's, like, super white. Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna dirty it, like, white, except for, like, this little thing, but it's, like, super white, like silver writing. But yes, Richelle Mead is one of my favorite writers, and I love her Georgina Kincaid series. I own the next adult series that she has. I don't remember the name of it, but I have it. This one, I have a feeling, just because I kind of skimmed through it, that it's gonna involve Norse mythology. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but I said I skimmed and I saw like Odin, so like the word Odin, so that's the reason why. But yeah. Yay. So those are the books that I got from Amazon that I had pre-ordered. There are 2 books that I bought at Barnes & Nobles. I was craving a... This is the excuse that I use, okay? It's not really an excuse, I mean, it's true. Like, I wanted a cupcake, like, in the section where Starbucks is. They have, like, these... Oh, my local one has, like, these really big strawberry cupcakes that I wanted so bad. So I was like, oh, let me go buy a cupcake. Oh, I had this coupon, and yeah, that's kind of where it went. But these books, I have been looking for them. Like, I can never find them because I didn't want to own it in ebook. I really, really wanted the physical copy of it. So every time I went to Barnes and Nobles, like, they would have book 2, but they would never have book 1. I was always like that, and it just drove me cuckoo bananas. So when I went, after I bought my cupcake, I was like skimming, kind of looking. There wasn't anything in particular that I wanted. And when I got into like the second row of the books, like, I saw the second one and I was like, oh, you never have the first one. And then I went a little bit down, like, it was, somebody must have like looked at it and shelved it somewhere else because they weren't together. And when I found it, I was like super ecstatic, and I was like, I'm gonna buy them both since I never find them. So what I went ahead and bought was Eon by Alison Goodman. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, so about dragons and samurais, I guess. I don't know. But yes, I got... This is the one, like, I could never find. Like, they always had the second one, but they never had the first one. And when they had it, they only had this copy. And, of course, I got the second one, which is Eona. I was like, I'm going to take them. And with my coupon, it was like $17 for both of them. I was like, I'm not going to tempt, I'm not going to tempt the fates. I'm going to buy both of them. So, yay. I finally own them. Now let's see when I get to them. So, yes, these are the books that I went ahead and purchased in the month of June. And I'm sorry that I did not post this video sooner. The ones from Amazon were supposed to get here on the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know what happened. I didn't get them till the 1st. But I'm still counting them for June just because they should have gotten here on the 29th. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books that I've mentioned, or if you have any questions about any of the ones that I did buy, if you want to know anything about them, or you want me to read them so that I can tell you about them. By all means, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do that for you guys. You have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye!